Hi, it's Mild Red Songbird in New York City. Mild Red Bird Song. I'm going to show you some pictures here. This is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., now Lou Ranzinger, Eve's grandson. I am Eve, Mother of the Earth. Judge people by the contents of their character, not by the color of their skin. That's what Dr. King is known for having said. Very excellent advice. Let's decode characters. No, contents. Consciousness, C-O-N for consciousness. T for two, E-N-T for enter. T-S for talk and share. Consciousness, to enter, talk and share. Alright, now what else? Past life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Lou Ranzinger. He was the poet Saint Princess Mirabai. Okay, and note, logical thinking is common sense. Okay? So, talk and share, which I mentioned, is a therapy that is easy, natural, and can help you to know the characters in your head, in your brain, in your mind, that you've been through these 10,000 births, 10,000 plus births we've had as being human. Okay, what do I have here? I create it, decode it. I see her eat, E-A-T. I see her eat. Adam tops Eve's diet. Adam tops Eve's diet. Adam mountain tops. And then put the S here, and it says S-T-O-P. Stop. OPS, opposition to Eve's diet. Okay, that's a message to Adam. Her diet, she's a lacto-vegetarian. The movie El Topo, which I saw about 10 times in the 60s, decoded. Eve Everest, that's Mount Everest, will, L here, L will, top position, P-O for position. P, powerful people. Eve, who is Mount Everest, will top, her will helps the top position in the world, the powerful people. The will, okay, and this is like a photograph I took of a vegetarian slice of pizza. I had one party, they served pizza, and I took the vegetarian slice, broccoli and spinach. It's overcooked, but it's certainly healthier than dead animals. And this book says, hey, he said, don't eat my animals. Book by Michelle Birdsong, available on Amazon.com. I wrote that some time ago, but I'm sure it's standard information. This is Maria Cott. This is helping herself to some salad. She helps Jessica Toner Minter, who created Vegetarian Friday group, where on Fridays we have vegetarian dish. And this is Dave. He's a Friends Seminary student who just never got over Friends Seminary. It was such a great experience. He talks about it all the time. He was Leo Tolstoy in a past life, and he can sing very well, and he remembers the lyric. He can sing out Michelle Ma Belle and the French part, the part that's in French. It was a perfect French accent. He raves to me about Friends Seminary every time I see him. I never saw it. And my children sing singing Robin Bird song. And this is Sing Bird song. And this is Robin Bird song. Here with me. This is Robin. She was also St. Francis of Assisi, which is the name of the place I live in. And this is St. Francis of Assisi eating room here. The Residence 3. This is William. William was Popeye Olive Oil's boyfriend. He was also a member of King Arthur's Knights of the Round Table. Sing Bird song was King Arthur. One thing I've been doing these past 2 years is making connections with my family from past lives. This is Jessica Toner, mentor I mentioned. This is Robin Birdsong when she was St. Francis of Assisi, when she was visiting St. Francis of Assisi, Residence 3. She graced us with her presence, and people were so happy to see her. She's just letting the universe know, hey, I got room for a baby in here. So, I think she's ready to have a baby, settle down. She's been doing postgraduate work at Goldsmiths in the UK. Okay. When I was Socrates, let's decode Socrates. So order, see her rates at energy source. That means when I do talk and share, I charge based on the energy source's income. If a person's very rich, then I might charge $10,000. If a person's very poor, then I might charge $5. See? Okay. It's an invaluable therapy. I mean, it's right up there with astrology in terms of, astrology that works. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about Indian astrology and Babylonian astrology. Although I don't know if they do the signs. But anyway, talk and share will help you get to a level where you can remember who you were in the past lives. And then you can read about who you were and get to realize why you're the way you are in this life. It's tremendously helpful and very addicting. I gotta tell you, I must have found 50 people that I've been. And when I'm, sexy, I say, oh, that's the Marilyn Monroe projection in me. And when we're talking to her, I ask a lot of questions. I say, oh, this is Socratic method of asking questions to find the truth that Socrates was about. And when I'm investigating, I say, oh, that's a Sherlock Holmes in me. I mean, it's so helpful. Instead of being a stranger to yourself, you can really get to know yourself and feel comfortable with yourselves. This is a blessing. We could do this for eternity because we had over 10,000 births, so we have a lot of identities to discover. Okay, Bill Leader. So when I was Socrates, I had a sign above my door. He was an ancient Greek philosopher, for those of you who don't know. So the sign said, know thyself. Bill Leader, St. Philip's, Jesus Christ's disciple, and one of my guardian angels said in writing group that when Maria Cott is a teacher in the writing group. She was Mary McLeod Bethune. I know that's nowhere near the way you pronounce her name, but that's the best I can do. So they said, Bill Leader said when he was in college, one of his professors had a sign above his door that said, Socrates said, know thyself. Bill was so struck by the fact that I had just said in my writing piece that Socrates said, know thyself. I didn't tell them I was Socrates. Because, I just get tired of telling them all this information that I don't even know if they believe, Because I have uncommon knowledge, People just do. Most people don't even, in America, don't even believe in reincarnation because Emperor Constantine removed it from the Bible, and there's a billion people in the world who do believe in reincarnation, but most Americans don't. But I not only believe in it, I have had revealed to me the past lives of many people, not just my own. So it's been a long time coming, but I have a easy, natural way to get to know yourself. It's how you can know yourself and know some of your past lives. So with Talk and Share, one can get to know him or herself. What's that? Himself or herselves. Talk and Share I created 26 years ago, guided by my personal spiritual guide, Charan Singh, once my husband, Jesus Christ, in the first century. My daughter, Robin Birdsong, I told you about her. What did she do? She practiced Talk and Share therapy almost every day, hours at a time, for these past 26 years. She had been Galileo, the father of modern science, when he saw the sun was a star of the solar system, that the planets revolved around the sun and not around the earth as Aristotle. Did I show you Bill Leader's picture? That's Bill Leader. Okay. As Aristotle told me. Aristotle was Stefan Molyneux, told me it was Gary Bird. And the powerful Catholic Church taught that the earth revolved around, that the sun revolved around the earth. Now, Aristotle, Stefan Molyneux, is the most popular philosophy show on YouTube presently. And Gary Bird works Fridays and Sundays from 7 to 9 p.m. on WBAI, WLIB, and WBLS radio station. He's also a poet. The church arrested Galileo and kept him under house arrest until he died 9 years later. Naturally, Galileo went through a myriad of emotions, decisions, states during that long period of unjust incarceration. That's why Talk and Share was so needed, because we want to get those emotions and states out into the open so he can release them and be free of the pain that the Catholic Church put on him by putting him under arrest for telling the truth. Can you imagine telling the truth and being arrested for it? This is Talk and Share, a method of overcoming grief. It's an ebook by the Michelle Birdsong, Amazon Kindle. I wrote that for my son, Sing Birdsong, when his father died, Edwin Birdsong. And I didn't want Sing to suffer unnecessarily. This is an obituary picture of Edwin when he had hair. Edwin and I started the trend of black people plaiting their hair in small plaits, which I got from my mother, Jindara Ransinger, a projection of Jesus Christ, and her grandmother, Ostara Gloria, was Chief Sitting Bull, who wore large braids, and Mama Sally, Sitting Bull, when she was my great-grandmother, had very, very long hair, and she had her daughter, Aunt Minnie, plait her hair and pin it up on her hair. Her beautiful hair, she pinned up so you couldn't even see it, you know. And then my other mother, Miss Emma Mae Poindexter, plaited my hair artfully, you know, work of art like they do today. And like I did on Edwin's album here, What It Is. Can you see the braids? This was the picture that started the trend of people wearing plaits. Okay, I also worked out, I also began working out the guilt of an abortion during the early stages of Talk and Share development. The punishment. Now, Robin Birdsong has not had an abortion. I'm going to talk about Robin Birdsong this life. The punishment for an abortion is 30 years suffering intensely. Hell. Nobody tells you that as they shove abortions down women's, especially black women's, throats. It's a regular genocide against the black group with how many black babies they kill every day. And most of the Planned Parenthood clinics are in black neighborhoods. This Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood, is trying to stop the black births. Okay, so if you see a woman suffering in poverty, the worst condition on earth, she may be paying off us, U.S., off for denying us the presence of new life, as the song on Edwin Birdsong's album, What It Is, this is the album What It Is, the cover of it, of What It Is, which I wrote, is called When a Newborn Baby is Born, the World Gets One More Chance. Sing Birdsong, a projection of Jesus Christ. Charan Singh was such a baby. O Star of Gloria, I don't think I have a picture down here, was the second blessed event to be born, heaven sent, and soon to be born Giancarlo Arturo and his twin Aria Elizabeth Michelle, who are in my womb as I talk. Immaculate Conception. Okay, so there you go. Talk and Share. Is that all I want to talk about? I have, well, let me give you one page of this other thing. It's called Declaration of Stupendous Rules. Women are not victims. They were not cheated by nature. There are fingers that can be used as penises to make them have life. What is life? Will I sex feel energy? I sex is pleasure. Will I feel energy? Will I feel pleasurable energy? That's life. That's the question. And then if you want to be positive, you say, I will feel energy. I will live. I will have a life. Okay? And then have. Heaven, avenue, venue, energy. Heaven, avenue, venue, energy is have. Okay, if your husband uses his finger to move your clitoris back and forth, slowly at first, then working up to medium movement, and after a while, fast movement, being ever so gentle. It's the softest spot on an already soft body. A woman's body is supposed to be soft because a baby clings to it, and it needs to cling to something soft so it can be comfortable, because that's what a baby is, soft. The breasts on a woman are as delicate as the testicles on a man. Okay, testicles decoded. Test, energy, ST for saint, I sex. C, will, energy. Sack, empty sack. I sex, pleasure, exchange. Radhasomi saints and other saints swear off of physical sex. Steve Wonder Ear off. That's why he hasn't had a hit in years. He didn't swear off of sex as far as I know. That's got nothing to do with him. I was talking about saints. This is something else. Ears. Wise eye or ears, so it's ears. Even Adam's, what's that? Son, Gorinda, is that Gorinda? I don't know what that is. Son, bird, songbird. Oh, this is my old red songbird. Her story. The greeting the mystics and their disciples give each other. Radhasomi means Lord of the Soul. Radhasomi, my half-sister born of a cursed father, 23 years old and 14 years. Year decoded. I energy R. So you got a 23-year-old cursed father and a 14-year-old mother. They got married, and who gave her, my half-sister, the cursed name of her father's sister, Helen. Hell energy, wills. Wills enter in. Yes, she can persuade people to enter into her energy field. She persuaded me to sign away my rights, talk and share. We didn't do any talk and share. To my inheritance, half ownership of Mama's property that had been Aunt Donnie and Brother Wright's property. Aunt Donnie is my daughter Robin this life. She was my other mother in a past life, earlier in this life actually. And Brother Wright is my son, sing bird song. He was my other father in earlier life, this life. When I was homeless for 3 or 4 years, I asked my niece, Brittany, whose mother, Vanita Holmes, the daughter, Helen, had with my mother's light-skinned boyfriend, Sergeant Sims, so she could have a light-skinned child, which she said was her dark-skinned boyfriend. Yeah, she said the light-skinned baby was her dark-skinned boyfriend's, Charles Kelly. Charles Kelly told me once that Helen was a liar. Helen was right there. So liar decoded. Will her herself a pleasure. Will I sex a her. I sex is pleasure. So that's why it says will herself a pleasure. A lie is someone willing themselves a pleasure. Okay, it's what they want, a pleasure. It's not about the truth. It's not about helping you either. It's just willing themselves a pleasure at all costs, at the cost of the truth. Helen's cursed father told me when I was 6 years old, his name was Kenneth, where there's a will, there's a way. Helen was handing me the pen as she modulated her it's on the back, her voice to persuasive frequencies. You know how people say, you can do this. You can sign this for Vanita. She needs a home. You like her. You want her to have a home, don't you? Oh, sure I do. Of course I do. See, she psyched me out like that. And I'm not even thinking, what am I going to do? If I don't have a home, I'll be homeless. It never occurred to me I would be homeless. And I was homeless. Stevie Wonder does that in songs. He sings frequencies of pleasant sounds. Every time Helen persuaded me to enter her hell energy, she persuaded the universe to enter into hell, because I am the you. This is important. I am the you. The you, I-O-U, in Isaac's verse. You, in Isaac's verse. See, I'm the you in Isaac's verse. So when she persuaded the you in Isaac's verse to do something against her best interest, the universe had the same thing happen to the world, to the United States. I hope you understand that. What the astrology says it, put it this way. My soul was made to dilate in unison with the universe, which means what happens to me happens to the universe. That's why Gurinder Singh, has made me queen of the universe. Universe, you, I-O-U, enter Isaac's victory, energy, herstory, rose energy, grows energy, shows energy, thorn slows energy, unfolds energy, beholds energy, goals energy, bowls energy, enrolls energy. This is all the kind of energy I'm getting, you say. Chose energy, doles energy, holds energy, poles energy, knows energy, toes energy, tolls energy, toll store energy, Tolstoy energy, holds energy, rolls energy, glows energy. See, this is a bonanza, right? And Charan Singh was photographing. This came from the rose. And see, rose energy. And when I saw a picture of Charan Singh, he was photographing because his hobby was photography, as is mine. And he was photographing a rose. And this is the most bonanza I've ever gotten from anything, was this rose. He's going to be my son. I-O-U, enter Isaac's in universe verse. Victory energy, rose energy. Okay. I-O-U, number 1. I, 1 order you, enter Isaac's. In, you in, victory energy, arose energy. Okay. Arise, wise, open eyes to see and say something. To stop G5, CERN, Agenda 21, Bilderberg Group, Trilateral Commission, Council on Foreign Relations. Lords of the energy of the enemies of the Holy Royal Family, Lords of the Soul's energy. This I want. This I don't want stopped. I want to keep this. Creative energy. I want to keep that pose. Infinity energy. I want to keep that. Okay, but this over here I want stopped. pedophiles, and homosexuals in Hollywood and government, communism, socialism, social media, censorship against conservatives, I gotta go. I'm running out of time. I'll do a part 2. It's Mile Red Songbird, signing off for now.